Hello, beautiful souls. Today we're diving into the Yorks, and oh, the timing is delicious. On August 14th, 2025, Andrew Lownie's explosive book dropped about the House of York. On that same day, Princess Beatrice was photographed at a Saudi bank in London, and Sarah strutted in her never complain, never explain shoes, which I thought looked quite tacky, but then again, it's Sarah, isn't it? The universe was sending major signals. So let's pull the cards and see what the energies of that day reveal about that family. Their secrets, their karma, and what they're projecting to the world. So I had to write a little, all this stuff coming out here. The Four of Cups and the Hierophant. Wow. They just flew out. And the Four of Cups can be something that you don't want to happen and you don't want to see it, and you're trying to ignore it. And the Hierophant, of course, is the royal family. So, whoa. Another, the Hanged Man just flew out of there. Yeah, they're stuck because I have listened to a lot of Andrew Lownie interviews from different people, and he said that the Yorks, he tried to get the interview from an interview from them, and they ignored him. They didn't want anything to do with him, and they told all their friends and staff, do not talk to Andrew Lownie over it. So I just thought it was quite odd because, Beatrice showing up at that Saudi bank in London, and all of the, well, let's see, financial dealings, I guess, because I don't know if it's allegedly or not, Andrew was supposedly, or was given £950,000 for, was it Beatrice's wedding? So, wow. That's a lot of money, even for one wedding, but then again, not as much as others. But there you go. Um, so we are going to ask. Well, they want to talk. That is the Ace of Swords, and look at that. It's a mouse on top of the sword, and the sword has the skeleton there. Okay, and that is the truth. The swords, the Ace of Swords would be upright, would be the truth. So let's just see. I've got to look at my questions here. Hold on 2 seconds. So let's go ahead and put out my cards here. So please tell us the story. What were the energies that day? And I also want to go through the astrological energies. What were the energies that day? Because it just was, I mean, there was one thing about Princess Beatrice, how nice, she looked and stuff. And then Sarah looking really tacky in her never complain, never explain. Oh, she's just gross to me. So my first question is, this is about Beatrice's energy. And what what was Beatrice projecting on that day? Was she perhaps protecting her parents or what? What was her projection that day? What was the energy that day? That is the seven of swords in reverse. And this is like a thief, but it's a lot of deception. And yeah, this is in reverse. This is somebody that has a strategy upright, but in reverse is deception as well. Let's just see what the next one. Oh yes, let's do it. Sarah's shoes message. What message was she sending to the public? Never complain, never explain. Of course, they were so tacky. And that is the Three of Cups. Can you see that? The Three of Cups. So what is she? She's working together with her friends. And she also told her friends, do not talk to Andrew Lownie. And that was just it. She was telling them not to explain, telling her friends, do not explain to Andrew Lownie or anybody about, that, don't mention it, whatever, about anything about that book that's coming out. So let's look at Andrew. Let's ask about the karmic energy that Andrew was facing that day. Let's see, what is it? It is the Eight of Swords in reverse. And that is usually, oh, is it? Yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse. I was trying to, oh yeah, okay, so, because there's the three swords in the front and I wasn't able to see that. But, so this bird is like, has himself caged with a blindfold there. But in reverse, and this is usually, you feel like you are trapped, but you can get out of it. So this is like freeing himself of it. This is his karma coming back. All of the karma is coming back, and maybe he feels a bit free now. Maybe that he knows all of that stuff is coming out in that book. He doesn't want to look at it, but now that it's out there, he feels a little bit like it's something taken off his shoulders, like. But remember, he probably wasn't sweating because, right, he doesn't sweat. That's what he said in his interview. He does not sweat. Oh god, it's just disgusting. I don't care. I don't care. So how is the family energy interacting right now? How is the family energy looking right now? Oh, look at that. That is the Nine of Coins, and that would be the independent wealthy woman. And they can all just act like, uh, arrogant like they always do. Put their feet up and surrounded by everything that they need, surrounded by their garden and all that. Because you know why? He did say that Andrew Lownie said in one of his interviews that he thinks the queen has it sewed up to where nothing can touch Andrew, and that's how this is feeling right there. He can't be kicked out of the lodge, and he can't, nothing can touch him. Public perception. How is the world seeing the Yorks on this day? How does the world see the Yorks on this day? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That is a bit of unluck. They're unlucky in this. Karma has come back for him. And I think a lot of people are saying that this book has really hit them hard. That's what I think. Even though they won't admit it, but I do think that the book has hit them hard. That's really karma. So we know that everybody is in Balmoral right now and stuff. So how is that going with the rest of the family? How is this book hit the rest of the family? Like, how do they look? Like, are they still? I mean, I thought I saw something that Andrew didn't go to the church or whatever today. I don't know. Let's see. How's it hitting the rest of the family? That is the five of swords, and look at a snake as well in the five of swords. Um, that is winning the battle but losing the war. His family don't think a lot of him, and no doubt he always has a guilt trip for the whole family. Goodness. Okay, let's I'm going to go ahead and ask the runes about this. I'm using the Norse Goddess Rune Oracle for this. And oh, I forgot to say I use the Ostara Tarot for I love that little deck. It's quite a gentle. I love my gentle decks. But sometimes, like my Starman Tarot, that gets quite out there. I should have used that one today. But let's see. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to ask how. What do the runes say? Because the runes are no nonsense and in your face. I love using the rune oracle. So let's just pull the same amount of cards here. Do that. And ask. Go back up to my other questions. And what do the runes say, please? No nonsense. In your face. So let's ask that again about what Beatrice's energy. What can you tell us about Beatrice that day, please, Beatrice? Now that it, oh, I have to cover this up. So this is Birkenau Merkstave, which is the shadow side of Birkenau, which Birkenau is like birch tree, but in this would basically be in reverse. That's what Merkstave means. So this is Ellie, and she was a crone. Stagnation, lack of growth, an old lady, and this is what Birkenau is in reverse. It is lack of growth because a birch tree is new growth, and I'm going to put that down there and put that because her her top is quite saggy, so and quite well, she's just a really thin lady, a crone, and like lack of growth. And this is weird. I mean, this is really weird. So, this card could also mean um, issues with the mother figure in your life. Isn't that crazy? Beatrice has issues with the mother figure, her mother. Okay, that's Beatrice energy. I wonder if she and her mom got was on the outs or something. You know what? I'm going to ask Daniel here. So, Daniel, we are wondering about what are were Beatrice and all the energies of the York family on the day Andrew Lownie's book came out, which was August the 14th, and this is saying that Beatrice may have had issues with her mother. Did they have a falling out? Did Beatrice and did Princess Beatrice and Sarah have a falling out or something? Look at that. That's going that's going to yes. Can you see that? I told you the runes. Okay. So, let's look at Sarah. And what message can the runes tell us that Sarah was trying to send with never explain, never complain, never complain, never. Yira. That is harvest, reward, and yearly cycle. Can you see that? Now, Yira is like a year, but it's also a cycle. So, something coming back around. So, even though it's upright there, this issue of the whole family just keeps on coming back around and around cycles. Oh, I wonder if this too. So, Yura, and we had Broken Merc Save. We have where you, Eugenie, where Beatrice was at that. Oh my goodness, this is making me wonder now. So this is harvest and reward. And then we had Beatrice at that Abu Dhabi bank. Please tell us, is the Abu Dhabi bank giving the Yorks some kind of reward like Sarah and Andrew? And is that why Beatrice was there? Are they giving them some kind of reward or something? Look at that. And that is going to yes. And I was kind of wondering because of the money. Oh, I don't know if it would be money laundering. I'm not accusing because I really don't know. But it's just odd, isn't it? About that the stories that Andrew got from the Saudis and yeah, those stories, and all of a sudden Beatrice is uh, being a representative, and then the next card is harvest and reward for Sarah. I just think it's weird. And then the pendulum agreed. Andrew's karmic energy. Andrew's karmic and oh, Thursaz Merc save. And that is aggression, conflict, and trouble because of the book, because it keeps going around in circles, because of all of his dealings. And look at that baby. And I wonder if, Thursaz is a thorn and a troll. And this says aggression, conflict, and trouble. And look at that. I wonder if as many women as he had, did he have any other children? We're going to find out. As many women as Andrew had, did he have any children out of wedlock? Did he have any children out of wedlock with any of them other people? Whoa, look at that. Yes. Look at that. I mean, what it just made me think of that because that woman with the baby. Wow. And that's Thurisaz, thorn in the side, and also his dealings with, you know, um, Maxwell and Epstein, and golly, get going. Okay, so how about the York family dynamic? How are they all getting along right now? Thurisaz. That's weird. The Thurisaz Merc save, which is in reverse, it would be in reverse. It's the dark side, shadow side, and Thurisaz. It's the same, but it's upright. And this is offense, defense, and action. That is the same thorn and a troll. It's a thorn in his side, except this is more aggressive than that. And there is this person and looks quite young. Look at that. Oh well, anyway. Goodness. That's the York dynamic. There is a gigantic thorn. Yeah. That book is a thorn to the whole family. So the public perception. How is the world seeing you after this book? Wow, another shadow side. This is Ewa's Merc save. Disloyalty, imbalance, and solitude. Because he's always looked like he's just holed up in his lodge, the Royal Lodge, and not going anywhere. But I mean, I did hear from an interview yesterday with Andrew Lownie that he goes out and has plays golf and travels and everything. But this is saying how the public look at him. Oh, he's solitude and imbalance, disloyalty. Well, of course, disloyalty. Because, nothing can touch him. So, the outcome, how is this affecting the whole family, the whole of the royals? How is it affected? Tiwa's Merc save. They are on, this is the injustice, selfishness, and dishonor. That is Andrew and Sarah in a nutshell. Selfishness, dishonor, and they think they're being self-sacrifice, and yet they're putting a sacrifice on the royal family. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my lovely members. I appreciate you all for supporting my channel. Thank you so much. And thank you to all my subscribers and my new subscribers. Thank you. Please share my channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you so much. And I will see you on the next one.